you think the computer's like probably like, what happened? He just bought me.
I think I'm going to end up moving and making a shack up in that back bedroom. And just remoting everything. At least the SDR up. Well, I mean, what's the difference? The living room or the back of the room there? And have everything remoted from down here.
Well, what do you mean? Like move the desk and everything up there and just have the Anon basically sitting down there with a PC?
I might get another desk for up there. And I have to see. The only issue is, of course, I got the Yaesu down here, and I can't remote that. But all this modern stuff I can remote it, and can't remote the old junk.
Well, where does that... Okay, so the stuff comes in over there by the well pump. How much of a pain would it be to reroute the coax? That would be a real big pain, rerouting all that coax right up into that bedroom, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, really? I could just cut it, be shorter, but I don't know if I want everything up there. I just want the SDR up there and leave all the equipment and everything down here.
And I tell you what, though, I think that would be cool. I always wanted like a whole room dedicated to, the shack. I think that would be really cool if you moved everything up there, like have the boat anchors and stuff on one wall and your SDR stuff on another wall, and everything's upstairs, you're real close to you're with the cats, and everything. I think that would be really cool.
Well, I wouldn't have the cats in there anyway. I like having the one room without cat hair.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But don't you like operating with the cats?
Well, sometimes, and sometimes I don't. I don't know. It's one of the nice things about the SDR. I can put it in any room. All I need is a computer and an Ethernet cable. I mean, I was running it off the laptop. I mean, having everything in one room is like, that's like old school, man.
Oops, I had the monitor on. Yeah, old school, man. Yeah, it's the old school, baby.
Oh, it is. I mean, I got everything right here. And with this amplifier, I've been able to remote it. I got all my antennas go in there. I can switch them all from any room in the house. I don't have to be like right there in the room.
No, I know. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I guess you're right. That would be cool, though, man. I don't know. When I move, I want to have a whole room dedicated to everything. And I think I remember telling you before, I thought about moving everything upstairs in the Dixon's room, but I didn't. I decided against it.
You don't want an upstairs shack, and it's not a good location for grounding and everything. There's always problems with people that have shacks that are upstairs.
And now I know. Well, I guess only if I remember when I had my shack upstairs. My shack was upstairs when I first moved back up here to my mother's house. And then my shack was upstairs when I moved in. I had them roommates. And I was trying, because I was having RF problems, so I was trying to, counterpoises and stuff upstairs, man. What a pain in the ass.
You don't need any of that. Just run an Ethernet cable up there and another computer, and then you're on the air with the Anon.
Right, no, yeah, I know you're right. Well, this is well back before I had the Anon. But no, yeah, well, I mean, it'd be nice if I had a place with a basement, too, and I could have, a finished basement, but, anyway, I have been looking, for places, but there's really nothing that I want, at the moment, really nothing that's really sparked my interest, so I'm just keeping an eye out and, letting things, more things accrue in the bank account, and I don't have to move like this instance. I'm just kind of letting things boil.
Contact.
Yes?
Whiskey 4, Mike Delta Zulu. Whiskey 4, Mike Delta Zulu.
W4MDZ, good morning. W3 MMR, Perry, in Chester, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
No copy here.
Okay, this is Mike in Sanford, North Carolina. Mike in Sanford, North Carolina. Thank you for taking my call, and I understand that the guy you're talking to has no copy, so I'll just be brief. I just now set up my amplifier. I've always operated without one, and so I'm tickled to death. I'm only running half power because I don't want to overdrive it since I'm a newbie.
Well, it's working great. Here, you're about 15 to 20 over here in the southeast Pennsylvania. I'm right outside of Philadelphia, 7 miles southwest of Philadelphia, here in Delaware County. And the half power and on the amplifier there is doing just fine up here this morning. You don't have a copy on him, Pop?
I hear him now, yeah. I do.
I just had to break in talking about, getting a shack like you want, having an entire room dedicated to it. Well, I just went the opposite direction. I've retired to a much smaller house than I was living in, and before I had the entire bonus room upstairs. And Roger on the RF in the shack and the grounding problems. They plagued me the whole time, but I did have a lot of room.
Yeah, well, I definitely had some RF problems when I was upstairs on the second floor, and I'm down on the ground floor at this location here, and it's been much better. And even though I have my antenna is basically 10 feet outside my window, going up over the edge of the house here, I don't have nearly the RF that I did living on the second floor there. So let me get your call one more time so I can get you in the log.
Very good. Whiskey 4, Mike Delta Zulu. W4MDZ, Mike in Sanford, North Carolina.
Yeah, real good, Mike. All right, yeah, I got you in the log here. And glad the new amplifier there is working for you. And hope you have a great weekend. And stay safe out there, and hopefully things down there with this virus aren't as bad as they are up here.
Roger that. Thank you for the signal report. I appreciate it. 73, W4MDZ.
Yeah, 732, Mike. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. W4MDZ, W3MMR.
November 9er, Oscar 247.
A little bit. I hear Joe down there. I haven't talked to him in a while, so I'm going to head down there for a bit.
All right, man. I'll catch up with you later. I'll talk to you throughout the day. 73 W2SCR, W3MMR. And good, there was another braking station, a 9 station.
Yes, Roger. This is N9OJ to Wisconsin. Apologize if I stepped on somebody there. I'm not hearing it. Anybody else? But yes, this is N9OJ to Wisconsin, Roger.
You say N9OJ, N9 Oscar Juliet?
Roger. N9OJH. No.
OJ.
Oscar Juliet Hotel, Wisconsin.
There we go. N9OJH. Got you in there. Got you that time. Good morning. N9OJH. Get you in a log here. Lonnie in Wisconsin. Good morning to you, Lonnie. Name here is Perry. Papa Echo Romeo Yankee, located in Chester, Pennsylvania, 7 miles southwest of Philadelphia. Big signal out here this morning.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, you're not doing bad yourself either, man. You sound like you're sitting right here in the shack with me. So whatever you're doing it right. I was sitting here listening to the last of your conversation with the other gentleman, and I have my shack upstairs on the main floor of the house. I just grabbed one of the bedrooms and I turned it into a shack, and it's been working out well for me.
Yeah, well, I think being on the main floor of the house, well, I guess I'm on the main floor of my house. I don't have a basement here at this QTH. But I was on the second floor of a home twice. I was experiencing some serious. My Vox keeps kicking in and out. I was experiencing real problematic RFI issues, but that was being on the second floor. I haven't really had any issues being on the main floor of a home. But the second floor, yeah, I definitely had some issues. But however, I've never had a shack set up in a home with a basement, being on the main floor with a basement. All my houses for the past 10 years have all been without basements. So living in the South and living by the ocean, we didn't have basements there. And then living up here, I've was either on the second floor in a home that did have a basement, or on the main floor in a home that did have it, or the main floor of the home that didn't have a basement there. So, but that's our experience here. Lonnie, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, on that. But yeah, I know what you mean on that. I own a home with no basement, but the only thing I can say, my shack used to be in the basement. Didn't like it too well because in the winter, stand by, it's my car. Dealing with the bugs and all that kind of stuff, you know, just a regular basement atmosphere, you know. Plus that, you got junk where you're storing junk, and of course I had a little section off, you know, just specifically for the shack, and it wasn't that bad, but I just liked it upstairs better. The heating system is better. You don't have that basement smell, and I just like it better up here where I got it now. So, but then again, you talk to a lot of people, they wouldn't have it no other way but in the basement, which I don't have a problem with it. If that's what they like, that's what they like. You know, everybody's not the same. But you talk to some people, they wouldn't have their shack nowhere else but the basement there, Roger.
Well, Lonnie, you're right. And I agree with you 1,000%. I don't like the cold, musty wetness of a basement. It would be one thing if I had a nice finished basement, you know, carpet, and, you know, it was just like another room in the house. But, you know, going down there and being in kind of like a dungeon, and, you know, that mustiness and the bugs and that hard concrete floor, and you're right. I know guys who wouldn't have their shack in any other place but in the cold, wet basement. But a lot of close friends are that way. But not me personally. And plus, I like to be, I know where things are going on. You know, I feel like I'm, you know, locked away from the world if I'm down in the basement. You know what I mean? Kind of being on the main floor, like where my shack is here now. It's pretty much on the front when you first walk into my house. It's a very old house. It's well over 100 years old, and I guess it was a porch at one time. But now it's been finished for years and years and years, and you walk right in, and it's kind of a little bit narrow, but it's right there. I mean, it's and right through the next door is the living room. So on my workbench, you know, the lab set up out here, and you know, all my gear and everything, and then I'm right there to the living room. But also, I live by myself. You know, I'm single and live by myself with just my dog. So I don't have any, you know, a wife to worry about, you know, things getting in the way, or my son